Citywealth presents the Later Life Planning Podcast. I'm Karen Jones, editor of Citywealth. Today in the podcast on advanced decisions, we will speak to Justin Patten, who is a solicitor and mediator at Human Law Legal Practice. He has also written a book called The Practical Guide to Elderly Law, now in its second edition, available on Amazon at $39.99. Justin, what is an advanced decision?
An advanced decision is often known as living will, and effectively it's a legally binding way to tell people about specific medical treatments that you don't want to receive in the future. It will be used if you're unable to make decisions for yourself or communicate them to others, effectively if you lose mental capacity. In Scotland, the terminology is known as an advance directive. It allows you to write down any treatments that you don't want to have in the future in case you come later unable to communicate decisions for yourself. They are legally binding in England and Wales as long as they meet requirements. There are different reasons why you might want to consider creating an advanced decision. It could be that you have a terminal or incurable illness and you want to make sure that your wishes are known. For example, there may be circumstances in which you don't want medical staff to give you CPR, or alternatively, you may have strong views or beliefs on receiving certain medical treatments, such as being fed by tube or receiving a blood transfusion.
Thank you for that, Justin. So what can I include in an advanced decision?
Yes, I think you can use an advanced decision to refuse specific medical treatments in the future. This includes life-sustaining treatments such as using a life support machine to help you breathe, being resuscitated if your heart stops, being fed artificially, for example, through a tube into the stomach. It's important to note that you can't use an advanced decision to, for example, refuse care that will make you uncomfortable, such as pain relief, refuse the offer of food or drink by mouth, ask for specific medical treatments. You can't insist on a treatment that your doctors believe to be unnecessary, futile, or inappropriate. And you can't use an advanced decision to make decisions on your behalf. You can only do this through a lasting power of attorney.
Great, thank you, Justin. How do I make an advanced decision?
Making an advanced decision is actually more straightforward than doing a will. It has to be in writing, and at a practical level, what I would advise people to do is to go on the website Compassion in Dying, which has a template for doing this. And effectively, you fill that in the presence of a witness, and you sign that, and your witness must sign that at the same time. And then at a practical level, what I would recommend that you do is that you give a copy of that to your family members and also to your GP. You don't need a solicitor to write an advanced decision.
Thank you so much, Justin. That's been a really interesting conversation. So just to remind our listeners, Justin has written a book, A Practical Guide to Elderly Law, second edition now available on Amazon at $39.99. Please join us next week where we look at the benefits of having a trust. Why should you consider a trust? How do I select a trustee? And again, a full look at the benefits. So, look forward to seeing you again next week.